Hello and welcome. My name is Pankaj Dubey and welcome to video 8. In this video we are going to talk about white box, black box and gray box testing techniques. So what is white box testing or the structural box testing or the glass box testing? Testing the code and internal structure comes under white box testing. Code's internal structure, design and implementation is tested as part of white box testing. It is also known as glass box testing or open box testing or structural testing because here user has to or the tester has to deal with the working of a code. So it's not only that you have to check the functions, it is also that here you will have to see that how code works and how better you can make the code to work. I mean, how efficient is the code, how scalable is the code, how reusable is the code. All these things will be tested as part of the white box testing type. So what are the white box testing types do we have? We have unit testing and integration testing. So once the developer develops their piece of code or their piece of segment, each individual piece of codes or each individual units will be tested as part of the unit testing. Basically this is a testing type which will be performed by the developers only, and no black box tester is needed to perform the unit testing. Okay, now integration testing. So once each unit is developed and tested by the developers, each unit will be merged together. Two or more than two integration will be done. Two or more than two segments or the units will be integrated together, and as part of the integration testing you have to check that whether they were working properly in isolation or in individuality, but how do they behave once the integration is done. Then this will be tested as part of the integration testing. White box testing techniques. In last video we have seen the black box testing techniques. Here we will see what is white box testing techniques are. So here you will have statement coverage and branch coverage. So in statement coverage, this technique requires every possible statement in the code to be tested at least once during the testing process. So every statement that the developer has written as part of their coding stuff, each and every statement will be tested as part of the statement coverage. Okay, next is branch coverage. So this technique checks every possible path like if else and other conditional loops in your software application. White box testing is performed to find code coverage. So what is code coverage? If you perform the code coverage, you will be able to find the poorly structured codes, output of the code, conditional loops, internal security holes, and cover the branch and statements. Now what is black box testing? So in black box testing, tester has nothing to do with the coding or the internal structure of the code. Instead, the tester will perform the functionality and non-functionality of the application will be tested while performing the black box testing. If you go to definition, then black box testing is the testing method where functional and non-functional aspects of the application is tested without looking into the code. It is also known as behavioral testing or the closed box testing. Black box testing is performed to check missing on incorrect features. It should be or. So if there is any missing function or if there is any incorrect behavior is being done by the feature, then that will be caught as part of the black box testing. Performance errors, security errors, database connection issue, and APIs testing will be performed as part of black box testing type. So what are the black box testing types do we have? Functional test. So as part of functional test, you will have to perform the smoke testing and sanity testing, feature testing, regression testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing. So we have seen in the chart earlier in the I guess video number 6, where we have seen all the relation between the testing types, including the white box testing, black box testing, and functional testing and non-functional testing. Later we will describe this in more detail, that all the testing types. Okay, so as part of non-functional testing, the performance testing, again it is categorized into different parts. So load, stress and soak testing is performed during the performance testing, and also you will have to perform compatibility testing to check the rendering and responsiveness of your application on different platforms. You will have to perform usability testing, GUI testing, cookies testing, session testing. There are many other types of testing, but these are the main testing types if you talk about functional and non-functional testing. Okay, next is gray box testing. Basically it is a combination of white box and black box. So gray box testing is a combination of white box testing and black box testing. The idea is to find the improper structure and or improper uses of application. It is based on functional specification, UML diagrams. UML stands for Unified Modeling Language, where you create the charts and flow charts especially. Also you can catch the database diagram errors or architectural views. Gray box tester handles can design complex test scenario more intelligently, which is an advantage of implementing gray box testing. That's all if you talk about black box, white box and gray box testing. In next video we will talk about functional testing types and we will explain each of them broadly. Thanks for watching.